Advanced Combat Discipline Instructor's Office. Jaune was reviewing the new exchange students. He was done with Vacuo and Atlas, but when he sees the Mistral lineup, he ignores the Stalker and Playboy SSSN, but focused on a certain team of 3 familiar faces. Jaune. Damn it. This confirms my suspicions of Oshpin's circle is compromised. He walks towards the headmaster's office. Oshpin was holding a meeting with Ironwood, who arrived early. The elevator doors open, revealing Jaune, who had his face revealed, knowing those students knew what his attire was, and opted to change onto his simple robes as he discarded his temple guard uniform as to not raise their suspicions. Oshpin, Master Jaune, any news? Jaune. It reinforces my hunch. Headmaster Lionheart has smuggled Salem's agent into Beacon. Oshpin and Ironwood stood up. Ironwood. You better not be joking, sir. Oshpin. James. He is serious. How? And who? Jaune steps forward and set the dossier of the exchange team from Mistral. Oshpin. These are the ones that attacked Amber? Jaune. Yes, and they didn't even bother changing their names when I overheard them during our confrontation. Cinder and Emerald. Ironwood. And the other 2. Jaune. That's the guys with them, but the other girl is new to me. Oshpin. This confirms it. Their transcripts are forged and good, I might add, but the discrepancy is still there. They just made it harder to find for ordinary people. Ironwood. This is concerning. The enemy is here. Oshpin. Is that why you're not in your traditional garb? Jaune. Yes, they have seen me before, and I doubt they'll forget the man who cut off the arm of their so-called leader. Ironwood. That's somewhat good news. We know who our targets are. But I can't move on this without solid proof. The documents aren't enough if Lionheart decides to defend them. We need to expose these agents. Then Glinda enters the office, as she noticed the occupants. Ironwood. Hello, Glinda. Glinda. James. It seems you brought your work with you. She points out of the window to show many warships. Jaune. Huh. Reminds me of the Clone Wars. Oshpin. James bringing your army isn't gonna solve our issues. Ironwood. I know. I disagreed with the Atlas Council, but they felt it would be beneficial to their benevolence by sending help in the form of the army. I told them one ship would be enough to show people we are simply here to add security, not an occupation. Jaune. Reminds me of the Separatists. Ironwood. Excuse me? Oshpin. He's just referring to something he experiences before. He's formed someplace far, far away. Take his counsel under advisement. Ironwood. I see. Thank you, Mr. Jaune Arc. Jaune Arc. Ironwood. Arc. Hold on, you're the kid that went missing. The Arc family are looking for you, young man. They came to everyone for help. Even me. Do they even know you're here? Oshpin. They did, James. They already visited him. This young man will be our agent, keeping a discreet eye on public affairs concerning our hidden enemy. Ironwood. Then I wish you luck, young man. Contact us if you need backup. Jaune understood. As he makes his way to the elevator with Glinda walking with him, send him off. Glinda. Please be careful. Jaune. I will. Trust in the Force. Glinda was puzzled by his final words as he leaves. Ironwood. What was that about? Oshpin. You're too late, old friend. She's moved on. Ironwood. I see, that's good. She deserves better. I've moved on as well. Oshpin. I saw you were already dating Miss Hill. Ironwood. Yeah, and funny enough, she's been keeping me on the straight path. Oshpin. Good on you, James. A few moments later, Jaune was walking in the courtyard until he heard people cheering and sound of fighting. Then he rushed to stamp it out. He reached the landing pads and saw Crow fighting a woman who looked like one of his problem children. As the two were in for another clash, Jaune jumped in and held both his hands out and froze the two in place. RWBY. Go, Uncle Crow. Weiss. Teach him a lesson, Winter. Then he glared at the two, who quickly shrunk at his gaze. Crow. Hey. What's the idea? Winter, Who are you? Jaune, an instructor of Beacon, and you two are causing property damage. Winter, he started it. Crow, nope. She swung first. He noticed the same guy running away. Jaune, they're still searching for Amber. Then a voice joined in. Ironwood, Schnee. Winter, General Ironwood, sir. Jaune then released them as he saw Glinda cleaning up their mess. Ashvin, if it's a fight you want to watch, the arena is still holding tournament matches. The students then dispersed. Ironwood, what is going on here? Jaune, these two were having a battle to the death, by my observation. Winter, this drunk stared the altercation. Crow, I said nope to that. She attacked me first. Ironwood sighs. Ashvin drank from his mug, and Glinda pinches the bridge on her nose. Jaune, your side of the story, Miss Schnee? Winter, he destroyed Atlas property and called us sellouts. Crow, hey, don't blame me that you Atlas types don't have thick skin. Jaune, you're not helping your situation, Crow. Even that she struck first, you instigated her to attack. You're no less at fault for this problem. Crow, ah, come on, I was just defending myself. Jaune, cause and effect, Mr. Branwyn. You just got your foot in your mouth. Sigh, I'm dealing with children. Winter, we're not children. Glinda, your action says otherwise. Winter, Crow, I'm not a child. Jaune, man-child then. RWBY and Weiss was holding in their laughter. Winter was snickering. Ashvin almost snorted his coffee. Ironwood's face was having a tough time hiding his smile. Glinda and Winter were giggling. Crowa. You. Arg. They continued their talk to Offen's office. Part of the discussion is the same as canon. Ashvin, be that as it may, we have the advantage. All we need is to expose those, for then we make our move. Ironwood, I'll keep my men on every exit in Amity, so that can't escape. Crow, at least we know their semblances thanks to Smart Mouth over here. Amber, you're just salty that you finally met someone who can talk back to you, late afternoon burr. Crow, hardy hot hot. Meanwhile, Winter, I can't believe that young man stopped the both of us. Weiss, he is the advanced combat discipline instructor. Winter, that's new. Weiss, it is, and he surely lives up to it despite being young. Somewhere else. Young. You sure he just kept Crow under control? RWBY, yeah, he just raised his hand and both of them just. She showed her body stiffens. Young. Yikes, I don't want to piss him off. RWBY, yeah. Meanwhile, Blake was walking out of the library and smacks into someone. Blake, sorry. She then realizes it was her teacher. Jaune, that's alright, B. Miss Belladonna, what bring you here? Blake, He recognizes the look on her face. Jaune, you're gonna be a problem again. Blake's eyes widen. Jaune, you're so easy to read. Come with me to my office. If you keep this up, Miss Belladonna, I might end up punishing you for being hard-headed. Blake, I'm sorry, sir. They walked to his office to discuss her problem.